feel like I hear from both of you that like actually spirituality is like a big part of mental health. Of course. Part of keeping you, part of not succumbing to like anxiety or depression is like believing in like that this is God, this is the path, this is what I was given.
Grew up in church.
I think it's interesting. I feel like that part's not. I feel like that's not brought up that much as like what about religion as a mental health strategy? Not that it's the only mental health strategy. It was just interesting listening to you guys being like, like because I don't necessarily go like God's doing this to me today.
Got you.
I kind of just go, oh shit, this happened to me today, and it's easier for you to not put all the pressure on yourself. To be like that's one of the part of the 12-step program is like the first thing you admit is that there is a higher power, right? It's like you don't have power and that will make this whole thing easier. And that's interesting to think about mental health in that lens.
I think that
that's a good way.
I don't know. Just by listening to you guys.
Well, that's a perspective that I'm glad that you said that because a lot of the people around me come from that place and those teachings and those practices of higher purpose of it's not you're a vessel for your path. Yeah. That, spirituality, God, you know what I'm saying? Like that realm of energy and purpose and is you're walking in that path. So it's interesting to hear you kind of like come from that perspective also.
Yeah. Well, I'm also interested like partially because it's Mental Health Month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How I feel like that, like, what are the strategies you imply on a day-to-day level, right? You're doing creative things. Yes. You're a business person. Yes. You are choosing what choices to make, who to hire. You're doing a whole bunch of work. So just in your own head, how do you deal with it as a man?
I think for me, it's always, I grew up in meditation. Like I grew up in like, a spiritual environment with my family and like the church that I grew up in and, the people that I had around me who always, meditation was the norm. That was something that, as a kid you hated to do because you had to sit still, what I'm saying, where you listen outside, kids having fun, playing around, and you got to sit there and stare at a glass of water, you know what I'm saying, or a spot on the wall and try to clear your thoughts, like that was the earliest stages of me just like getting introduced to like meditation.
I feel like you introduced it to me.
That's great.
Did I?
That's great as a kid.
Not like you never introduced it. You didn't say this is meditation, this is how I do it. But I feel like your family was the first family that I saw. I heard about meditation, but your family was the first family I saw use meditation. And they were like, I meditate for this. And I was like, and in my head, I didn't know anything at the time. So I think I'm young. I was probably 13, 14 when I knew that. But when I hear meditation, I thought, are they Buddhist? I didn't know what meditation
meant. You picture somebody like sitting cross-legged.
Yeah, I didn't know that you could just meditate by just sitting and just relaxing
and breathing.
I learned it. Then in school we end up taking meditation classes, which was like interesting.
You did in high school?
Yeah, high school.
That's a progressive school.
That's a progressive school.
That's a progressive childhood, guys. Shout out to Whitney Young.
Whitney Young, dolphin. He's a dolphin.
I am
Whitney Young.
Is that what they do?
No, nobody did that in school ever.
Who knows?
If I could see bleachers of doing that.
The fuck that is. No, but meditation was a real thing. That's kind of what it was, and it allowed you to kind of like take whatever things you had going on in your day, in your life at the moment, and consolidate it. You know what I'm saying? And focus on the things that you want to have happen. The thing about meditation and being very spiritual is trying to be in line with the universe, with vibrations, with what's going on in the outside world. So it's like, for me, learning how to send my energy off into the world to accomplish the things that I want to see happen. So when I step out there, when I leave my home, when I step out into the world, it's already working. You know what I'm saying? My energy is already out there laying the groundwork for me just to walk in. And then when I get there, a lot of the work's already been done for me because I already sat there, I meditated on it, I put it out on the universe. I imposed my will on the universe. And that's something that a lot of it's difficult, man. Honestly, like, religion and certain things and spirituality, it becomes complicated. People are raised on certain things, traditions, and not saying one's better than the other or anything like that. But I like to cut out a lot of the middlemen and get to the root of who I'm talking to and who I'm connecting with. And that's the spirit and that's, the person above. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I try to find ways to kind of strengthen my own personal connection with him so I can meditate and pray anywhere. I could be in an airport. I could be in the shower, sitting there. I sit down with the water running over me and I sit down and I meditate. It's actually a pretty good sound. Then I sit there and for me, that's my calm. That's my moments where I'm not on my phone. I have to worry about it ringing, who's texting me. I have to worry about somebody knocking on the door. Mike, I need you for this. No, that's my time. And I sit down there and I focus on it. And I think that helps me in business situations. It helps me with negotiations. It helps me with building companies and producing. Producing is what? Connecting the dots, connecting people, connecting projects and ideas and making them work into one thing. So that means you have to convince or you have to get people, individuals to all believe and buy into one dream. You know what I'm saying? And feel like it's beneficial for them. Honestly and genuinely. It's not manipulation. It's not like maliciously trying to take advantage of anything. It's imposing your will and with the greatest of intent to see something through to the finish line. And that's something that I've always kind of focused on from a young age, and I feel like it helped me out a lot in my industry and personally. So
and that's your best friend. I can tell when you need to meditate. Man, you saw me put it. I can tell when you need to meditate. Like I'll tell you, like, breathe. Like, I'll tell you, go, like, hey, man, you need, because I know you enough now over the years with you that I'm like, yo, I know what you need. Like, you need to go talk to your auntie. You need to.
Yes.
Is it ever tough to keep it up?
Yes.
Do you do it every day? Do you go, I know this is the right thing to do, but I don't really do it? Or is it like a habit you put into place?
It's something that, honestly, at 32 years old, it's still something that I feel bad when I don't do it. Like, something that I think about every day, and you just don't do it.
Or
you don't do it as often as you're supposed to.
Right.
Or you find yourself doing it when you're in times of need. Or only praying and meditating when things are really rough, or you think you need to get out of a jam. You know what I mean? So I think, and then you stay on the straight and narrow for X amount of however long. Then you're like, all right, well, I did enough, right? I should have enough good currency out there in the world where I can afford to maybe not do it every day.
I'm pretty fucking present right now.
People try to tell
I can run on this presence for 3 months.
But you have to actually, like, I'm getting to the place in my life as a grown man where it has to be a part of my daily routine every day. And I'm working towards that. And I'm human. We don't do everything that we're supposed to do all the time.
Yeah.
But I plan on getting there.
But it's also time. And people try and tell, whether it's God, whether it's universe, whether it's the spirit, whatever, try to tell it when it's supposed to act. And they try to tell God when it's supposed to move. I believe in seasons, and I believe in preparation. I believe in you being prepared for your season. If you're not prepared when your season arrives, and God will find someone else to thrive in your season. So it's about being prepared and constantly being prepared. So it's constantly praying to God when you don't even need anything, praying to a spirit when you don't even need anything, or to the universe when you don't need anything. It's you being prepared at all times for your season, and when it comes, to act on it. Like we like, my whole thing was, I'm gonna go to the studio, I'm gonna work my ass off, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And with me working in music and doing everything I'm supposed to do, when the randomness and the job of ridiculousness came, I knew it was my season. I'm like, I don't know why it's being brought to me. I told you the whole time, I don't want to be on TV. I don't want to be on TV. I don't want to be on TV. I never want to be on TV.
Yeah, this is frustrating.
Sounds like Jon Snow.
No.
I don't want to be.
He was like,
I don't want it.
Spoiler alert. You literally learned during that time. You were like, yeah, no, I'm like A&R, I'm doing music. And then like within 4 weeks, you got asked to be the co-host of the show. You got on Fantasy Factory. And you were also, you want to be the voice of a dog in my cartoon on Nickelodeon?
God,
so you had
season.
3 television shows.
I was ready to go. I told God I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
That was a hell of a season.
And you have to be prepared for it, and you have to take advantage of those opportunities when they come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was something that he definitely did. And like, it's been amazing. Even though I do feel like his calling is in front of the camera, I feel like he should, like,
Same.
I can't wait for him, like, to actually, drop that fear.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's gonna happen.